GENEPAULACEPETER here, and I did a pickup. My local comic book store had 50% off all back issues, so I went a little crazy and picked up some books. Also mixed in here, you're going to see a trade that I did with a YouTuber, Gimpy204, and I'm going to put his link right here, right now. Go check it out after this video, or before. Anyway, check him out right here. He's got great books, and he's going to be showing the book that I traded him for these this week sometime. So anyway, I'll just get started, get into it. I picked up the variant editions of Amazing Spider-Man 692, sorry. So there's that one. That's personally my favorite. And I think that's the clone storyline one, the death of Gwen Stacy, and of course the original of what happened. The other one's nice too, but there's another one I don't have, so I gotta get that. I was feeling down. I pulled my back out, and my girlfriend showed up with a couple of books and stuff like that for me, and one of the books was this here, Marvel's Monsters Group, Fin Fang 4. And this is hilarious. I don't know how many people are like me, but when I'm sick or ill, I love having a Mad magazine, or you know, something along that lines. When I was young, that's what I used to do. And so for her to pick this up for me, it was perfect timing and an awesome book. And it also has in back a retelling or a reprint of Strange Tales 89, the first appearance of Fin Fang Foom. Really cool. So yeah, really like that. I picked this up in a bulk box of books I picked up. I'll show those in another video. But yeah, this is the Batman Adventures number 12. This is the first appearance of Harley Quinn. I was glad to get that one, because these books, I don't want to pay what people are asking for them, so I got this book at a really cheap price. Now, these are a couple of high-grade books I picked up, and I had to pick up before the movie came out. This is Uncanny X-Men 141. You've got a load of first appearances in here. The new Evil Brotherhood of Mutants, first appearance of Avalanche and Pyro, and this is what the movie's going to be based on coming up. Now, this storyline, 141, and the complementary book, 142. So these are both really good books to pick up right now, while they're affordable. Like I said, these books here, if I believed in CGC grading, I would send these off. And this is 142. This is when the title officially turned over into the Uncanny X-Men. Before this, it was the X-Men. So, really great covers. This was another book that my girlfriend picked up for me that day. I was feeling pretty rotten because of my back. It's Werewolf by Night, number 43. And this is the last issue in this title. And you got an appearance of Iron Man in it. And, yeah, really good. I want to start collecting more of these Werewolf by Night. So if you have any doubles and you want to trade, shoot me a message and let me know what I can do for you. Now, here's some of the books that I got in trade with Gimpy204. Yeah, so I'll just show them. This is X-Men number 64. This is the first appearance of Sunfire, and I've wanted this one for a while. Love this book. Another character I love since seeing him in the animation. And this is the first appearance of Sauron, X-Men number 60. Now, these books are all in low grade, but like I've said many times, it's how I like to get some of these books. And Gimpy also trades like I do, or collects like I do, so it worked out really well. The Amazing Spider-Man number 46. This is the first appearance of the Shocker. And yeah, this is another book that was on my get list. All these were actually, and this next book was what initially sparked the trade for me, which is The Invincible Iron Man number 1. This has been on my get list for many years now. Every time I go to get it, it's been very expensive. this is a nice low-reg copy that he paid for, and he got for a pretty decent price. And so yeah, he was willing to trade it for me. I know it hurt him a bit to trade it, but I think he's pleased, and will be pleased with what he gets in return. But I'm super pumped at this trade. Everything went smoothly, and he's a great YouTuber, so yeah, so really pumped to have this. And then this one he specifically went out to get for me because I couldn't find it locally. This is Strange Tales 135, the first appearance of Nick Fury as Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and you get the first appearance of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not only that, I mean, it's a great cover. Great cover, and great comic to have. I mean, I see all these Avengers first appearances going up in price, and based on movies, you know. Well, you know, the Nick Fury books are great to have, so this is one to get early before the price gets a little too ridiculous and it becomes harder to get a copy. So, really glad to have this. Back to some books I picked up for 50% off. This is Not Brand Eck, number 13. It's a nice thick book, and you know, again highlighting the mad aspect of comics. It's a really good read, really fun. There's a part where they're making as Doctor Strange, and he's making fun of Deadpool or Deadman. It's really good. Glad to pick this one up. This is Swamp Thing number 1, Bernie Wrightson, and I'm going to have a video following this one, and it's going to be showing off my Bernie Wrightson portfolio from IDW. So stay tuned for that. But I was really glad to get this. I got this for 50% off. It's a great issue, great cover, real highlights my collection. Power Man and Iron Fist number 78. I believe this is the third appearance of Sabretooth. And all the Sabretooth appearances in Power Man and Iron Fist I need, so to pick up one, it's great. Now, get into some of the Jack Kirby's I'm talking about. I got, this is Eternals, Giant King Size Annual number 1, in the high grade book, but, you know, I feel like Eternals, it was made, just really overproduced for a late 70s book, but it's really good. I like it. So Eternals number 1, King Size Annual. Eternals number 15, you got an appearance of the Hulk here. Any kind of crossover from the Fourth World, from the Marvel Universe into the Fourth World is awesome. Eternals number 12, and this cover is just beautiful. Unimine, love it. Eternals number 7, classic example of Kirby. The Eternals number 5, my personal favorite character in the Eternals. Nice, and like I said, all these are in high grade. They cost me near to nothing for them. I couldn't pass it off. The Eternals issue number 3, another great cover. And Eternals number 2. I couldn't find Eternals number 1, but I do need that, so if anybody out there has a copy of that and they want to part with or trade, just let me know, PM me. More Kirby here. We got DC First Issue Specials, the Dingbats of Danger Street, number 6. And Kirby was known for doing, you know, or at least of all the artists having the ability to, you know, permission to go out and create characters and hit or miss. Well, it's Kirby. He's allowed to try. So this is the Dingbats of Danger Street. First appearance. This one's really cool though. DC First Issue Special number 5, and this is the first appearance of an Origin of Manhunter. Really underrated Kirby creation. Manhunter has appeared in a lot of titles over the years. One of the key ones is Flash. And I picked up a copy of this. DC First Issue Special number 8. the Warlord. This is the first appearance of Warlord. And Hero Hunter 81 just showed in his collection. He had a real nice copy of this. And it's great when... I like it when it works out like that. I'm like, hey, I just bought that myself. But he got me thinking. He did a series of 10 videos back after back of his keys in his collection. So I think it's time for that for myself. I think I'm going to go through and show some of the bigger books I got coming up. But that video will be coming after the Bernie Wrightson one. So I'm going to try and get those 2 videos out as quickly as I can. But this is awesome. This is some great Mike Grell work. Great character. Not a big fan myself. But yeah, Warlord, you always get some really great appearances of some really great superheroes. Black Goliath number 5. I wanted to finish this, complete this series, and I had issue number 1 because of it was the first appearance. But then I said, you know, I'll just go ahead and finish it. Black Goliath number 5. Number 4. I actually have another one coming in the mail, but I saw it, and for the price I picked it up. Number 3. Number 2. And like I said, I have number 1 already. This book, I want to talk about this book. I've been looking for this issue for a very, very, very long time. And it was a 6-issue limited series of Longshot. Now, I only wanted issue 1 because issue 1 is his first appearance. Longshot is a character from X-Men late 80s, and I think he was a little bit in the early 90s. And he was from an alternate universe, and yeah, Longshot is just one of those characters for me. When I was younger, I thought he was really badass and really cool, and I was surprised he didn't go on to become something cooler. But this is the first appearance of Longshot, and you guys have no idea how happy I am to have this. Every time I've seen it, it's been completely overpriced. I mean, for example, I think I paid $1.50 for this, and that's, in my opinion, as much as I love this book, that's what it's worth. But it is his first appearance. It's so badass that it's awesome. Now I do have to complete the run, but yeah, really glad to have that. This was another one I was really glad to get. I was eyeing it for a while, and I was a little hesitant on picking it up, but 50% off, I just had to get it. This is a very, very, very high grade copy of Uncanny X-Men number 130. And this is the first appearance of Dazzler. And I want to say an underrated character, but not that she's underrated, just that she's creatively, I think she's pretty cool, and underappreciated is more the word. I mean, look at this cover. This cover is just fantastic. So, yeah, 1979. 1979 was a good year for X-Men. Machine Man number 1, going back to the Kirby. Now, this isn't the first appearance of Machine Man. To get that, I'm going to have to pick up, I believe it's issue 8 of 2001 Space Odyssey. But I'm glad to have this one. This is real high grade. Nice copy. I think I paid near nothing for it. And yeah, great cover and good Kirby work. This is Marvel Spotlight issue number 3, Werewolf by Night. This is the second appearance of Werewolf by Night. Now the only problem with this book, I was looking at it, I was like, why? How did I only get this for like $4 plus 50% off? You have what appears to be, and happens a lot when you get comic books unbagged and they're stacked together, they get kind of just tossed on top of each other, and then, you know, if there's anything stuck between them, you can guarantee it's going to harden, and then it's going to tear the paper. And that's what happened with this one. So it didn't tear the paper, it stained it. So yeah, it's a bummer, but it's an awesome blue artwork. and at the price I paid for it, I'm really glad to have it. And yeah, like I said earlier about the Werewolf by Night, I'm just so excited to be into the Werewolf by Night and Tomb of Dracula. I feel like I've gotten a lot of the books I've been after, that I can afford to now start getting into some of the titles that I've wanted to get into for a while. So, for example, Astonishing Tales. I'm almost complete this run now. Astonishing Tales. I'm only looking for the Deathlock series. I have most of the early Silver Age ones of the Khazar and Dr. Doom, but it wasn't until it got into Astonishing Tales. Now, before Deathlock, you had it, basically Colossus, and not the Colossus from the X-Men, but the monster. And it's really cool and all, but yeah, I'm more of a I just love this Terminator look. So this is Deathlock, the Demolisher number 36. This cover to me has a real Steranko feel to it. Yeah, really great cover. And back to some Kirby's. We got I picked up New Gods number 3. This is the first appearance of Black Racer? Yeah. So I was really glad to get that. New Gods number 4. Awesome cover of Orion. New Gods number 5. And this is when they were into the more giant size ones, you know, 48 pagers. So I just think about the work Kirby was putting in on New Gods, on such a new title. But yeah, this is issue number 6, New Gods. New Gods number 7. I mean, these are thick, big books. I recommend it. Anybody who's into the Kirby and is looking for a title to pick up, get the New Gods. Get it. It's such a good read. The artwork is amazing. Every panel is just mind-blowing. New Gods number 8. And I believe this is the origin issue of New Gods, maybe? New Gods issue number 9. And then the last issue I have is New Gods number 10. Now this is when it discontinued with the oversized issues. And then you go on to New Gods number 11, which I don't have, and that's the last Kirby issue. And then you don't see this book until 1986, I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, you don't see it until much later, and of course it's void of Mr. Kirby. One more book I wanted to show. This was a book I wanted to show to 123 Hunter, or 123 Hunter, Hero Hunter 81. And this is Wanted number 1, and he said he has a copy of it, but this is a real high-grade copy of it. But the thing about it is that it's a double cover, and both covers are really nice grades. So if you're interested in that, I know he likes the issue 1s and things like that. If you're interested in that and you want to part something, I don't care what it is, really, to be honest. I'm not looking for much for it, just something interesting. Yeah. So anyway, get back at me if you got anything like that. And that was the haul that I had for this week. Another thing I wanted to show was, this is going out to a YouTuber who's been subscribed to me for a while. And yeah, this is the Sin City box set. And it's the recut edition, double disc, and comes with a Sin City graphic novel. So the graphic novel's never really been read. I'm not a Sin City fan. A Sin City fan myself. But anyway, I'm sending that out to my buddy Blunt Man. So expect that in the mail probably next week. Alright, this is GENEPAULACEPETER, and I may break this up into 2 videos. So, either way, this is GENEPAULACEPETER signing out.